Hello and welcome back to Witcher 3, the Blood and Wine expansion. We just got here to Toussaint. The map is quite big. It's the first time I'm checking it out. We are playing with the early game gear, the Warrior's Leather Jacket and the Viper Swords from White Orchard. And I'm playing a Deathmarch difficulty. We just fought this giant with a couple other knights. And the giant's dead now. And now we are going to investigate another body that has turned up. And it is feared it has been killed by the same beast that I was hired to track down. That's why these knights came and found me over in Velen. Was to come hunt this beast that's killing locals.
Can't get used to the way you knights talk, especially how you switch back and forth between flowery and, well, near normal.
We are knights errant, in the service of her gracious magnificence. When we appear in her name or speak on her behalf, we are bound by tradition.
So apparently the body washed up at a river, so it looks like that's where we're going right now. The Beast of Toussaint.
They must have removed the body already.
Let's look around. Make sure they didn't miss anything.
A whole brand new area to loot. All fresh loot, just waiting to be looted. Alright. Oh, here's some clues right here.
Hobnailed boots, multiple sets of prints. Ducal guard, clearly. Let's see where they went. Walked along the shoreline.
Perhaps the body lay on the bank.
Here we go. More clues. More footprints. Ooh, I hear something. There's something over here on the other side of this shrub.
Not your lucky day.
What are they? He's gonna attack them. The monsters, I guess.
Got guests. Careful.
What the hell are these things? Scurver. Never heard of you. Oh, it's like a pointy... It's like a pointy, devourer or rot fiend, it looks like. They move sort of like drowners, too.
Good.
They don't do that much damage. Ouch. I could probably take like 6, 7 hits before they killed me. Oh, what? He exploded and his spikes went all over. So they explode sort of like devourers and rot fiends. Good to know. I didn't see any sort of clue as what his health was kind of low. Let's watch this guy. When did they start to explode? Still nothing yet. He's acting normal. Oh, there we go. Okay. Whoa, he starts taking massive damage. All of a sudden, okay. Alright, so use that to our advantage if we can. If one explodes, maybe he'll take the other one out. That would be a good thing to happen. Let me just check, see if their necrophages, they move a lot like them. Not there. Scurvers, yes, okay. Yeah, so we can use a necrophage oil. Alright, yep, oil it up. A couple of them left. Pretty soon this one hopefully will explode. It'd be great if he could... Oh! Kill your friend! Kill your friend! Yes! He didn't kill him, but he hurt him. The guy turned around and he was like, "What are you doing, bruh?" Last one, I think. Oh, there we go. Run away, run away. Oh, the guy's like...
by the smell of blood. Let's keep looking.
The knight didn't care. He's like, "I don't care. I got armor on." Alright, so we've seen a new monster. That's good. Oh, you're telling me none of those bags are lootable? Why? They just seem to... Oh, they have rot fiend's blood even. So they must be some sort of rot fiend. Makes sense with the way they explode and their necrophages and whatnot. I wasn't eating any food, which is a no-no. I always have to. You should always have food going when you have the ability, the feast ability or whatever it's called. That food lasts for 20 minutes. What we got over here? Lots of things. There's stuff in the water.
Anything taken by the current ends up in these shallows.
Yes, the stench is fierce.
Only blood-soaked scraps left of the victim's clothing. Good quality cloth.
A wealthy victim, correct?
Looks it. Blood. Guardsmen pulled these nets out of the water, then cut the mutilated body free.
Okay.
Gonna dive in, make sure they didn't miss anything.
Good idea, Geralt. And while we're in there, why don't we...
Look at the rut. Guardsmen left this site by boat, recently. Probably to transport the body somewhere.
While we're in here, Geralt, why don't we,
Junk that came down the river.
Why don't we
Must keep
look on the
searching.
bottom of the ocean, the bottom of the river here? There looks like there's treasure and stuff to be had. What's this?
Nets were attached here.
Ah. There's definitely things in the water. There's a chest. Toussaint Ducal Guardsman's boots. So I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of new armors now to sell. What's this? Linen. Handkerchief monogram DLC. That must be the clue I'm looking for because my quest updated. What is all this stuff?
Kerchief. Monogrammed DLC.
Fish.
A noble's accessory, clearly. Be nice to know where they took the corpse.
And broken ore. Makes sense because it was an ore. Yep, broken ore. It looks like it, so it is. What is that? A bottle. Huh. Is that all? What's this? Copper mug. Jug. Alright, nothing too crazy. Let's go tell Milton what we found.
What now?
This isn't the site of the murder. We know that. Current brought the body here. Corpse got caught in the nets. Guardsmen pulled it out, put it in a boat and took it somewhere. Need to find out where. I'd like to look at the corpse before it starts to decompose.
The inn. Its patrons must have seen the guardsmen, which direction they took. We should ask there.
Seems we've got ourselves an audience.
You think this surprising? The locals will tell the children of children they do not have yet, of the day a quartered corpse was pulled from the river.
Alright.
One thing. Found a handkerchief in the water. Monogrammed DLC. Mean anything to you?
Delacroix? It cannot be. Was it he the beast slew?
Seems so. Knew him well?
Long past. We were close friends once, but our paths diverged. He was a man of extremes, standing by his companions no matter the odds, fighting his foes to the bitter end.
Foes? You have a lot of them?
He did, but I do not see what that has to do with the beast. Ah, Geralt, you've struck a raw nerve. Memories of a time long past, to which I'd rather not return now.
That's
I
interesting.
understand. We can talk later. Let's go to the tavern.
Okay.
I shall have to leave you soon. Return to court.
Barely got back to Toussaint.
A knight in the service of Her Illustrious Highness knows no rest. In fact, I feared I would return too late to fulfill my duty. Yet it seems I've arrived in the nick of time.
All right. Let's head up to that inn and talk to some of the locals. Hey, Roach, anything in here? No. Milton seems to know where we're going. I'm just going to follow him. Looks like there's stairs over here or something. There's a path. Oh, there we go. Don't want to miss out on any of the dried fish.
Once you have finished examining the corpse, be sure to report to Anarietta,
Anarietta?
Her Grace, the Duchess. I forget myself at times. We address each other by our first names in private. Never in Pomred's presence, however. He finds such familiarity offensive.
Hey, everybody.
Wow,
It sure is a pretty world over here in Toussaint.
A watering hole for traders, smugglers, boatmen. But you will find no better crayfish chowder in all Toussaint.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to that. And there's a notice board around here somewhere. What's this? Oh, it's a wanted poster for some like murderers or whatnot, or bandits. All right. There's Milton right there. There's the notice board on the other side of the door. We'll check that out later.
By my troth, could that be the musty scent of fresh pâté?
Naught else, Sir de Peyrac. I see time has not dulled your senses.
We would be honored if you would join us. Your companion as well.
But why do I not detect even a whiff of crayfish chowder?
No soup today, on account of there being no crayfish. I reckon you've not heard, but all I caught was a corpse. I awoke at the crack of dawn, as I do each day, but when I looked up, I beheld a blood-red sky.
This corpse is precisely why we're here. For the man whom you've invited to join you at the table was summoned from a far-off land by her gracious magnificence. He is tasked with tracking and killing the beast.
We invited two men to join us, yet since Sir de Peyrac in temperament is more akin to hare than hound, I surmise the other is the hunter. With whom do we have the pleasure?
I'm Geralt. There's no need to be rude. Milton introduced me already.
Name's Geralt.
A humble introduction. You've clearly not tarried long with Sir de Peyrac.
Spare us the petty insults. Geralt is a master of the witchery trade. He has questions concerning the beast's last victim.
I was the one to find the corpse. The sun had just risen when I awoke, sat straight up in my bed, looked out the window, and beheld a sky red as blood.
Ask Geralt, please, or we shall be here till winter.
Oh, no, I want to know what's going on. Tell me more.
Must have been early in the morning. Went to check your nets and then...
I stepped out of my hut and saw...
By my troth, to the point, man. You found a body ensnared in your crayfish nets. We know this already. What happened then? Did you see anyone nearby? Did you spy anything noteworthy? Anything at all?
Not a soul around, just me. As for noteworthy... well...
What did you see? But be warned, if I hear the sky was red again...
I saw a head bobbing, eyes bulging, the tongue blue and popped out. Next to it, a hand rocking upon the water.
Get a good look at the body parts?
They gave me such a fright. I bolted to town fast as my legs would take me, then returned with guardsmen who told me to keep out of their way. They had a hard haul. The parts were so tangled up in my nets, they were forced to cut them.
Need to examine the body. Know where they took it?
They ferried it across, then loaded it on a cart and hauled it to a cellar at Corvo Bianco to keep it cool, see?
What? Why, Corvo Bianco is Baron Russell's estate. When he learns they've turned his cellar into a morgue, he'll set his hounds on them.
While you were gallivanting about the north, his vineyard was auctioned off.
Who was that? Woman who just left. Didn't see her before. Didn't notice her walk in either.
Doubtless Linnis, the innkeep's daughter. But hold, Geralt, because this is an outrage. Russell's vineyard was auctioned off? Inconceivable!
It is no secret the Baron had gambling debts up to his ears. It finally came time to collect. His creditors auctioned off his property. The Ducal Chancellery bought it, in fact. Russell now bunks with his brother in Vicofaro.
I told Russell he'd get his comeuppance. How long can one throw on past heroics? His creditors must finally have defined that his promises meant nothing.
Such are the times. Today's knights are pale shadows of the heroes of yore.
It's true what they say. God sent the beast to punish us for straying from the old paths.
Uh-oh, looks like there's some zealotry going on around here.
So folk think the beast's divine punishment.
Knights have turned their backs on the old customs. Where they were defenders of the duchy, they're now defenders of their own tushes.
Why, you insolent...
Let him talk.
The Duchess trades in titles, grants honors to ill-doers. We've strayed from the path of virtue, lost the gods' favor, so the gods sent retribution.
Don't listen to that nonsense, Geralt. It's rehashed street preacher codswallop.
Yes, the rebel rousers have been sprouting up like weeds lately, each offering the same bill of goods.
Tell me more. I need to know all the things, please.
They say anything else about the beast? Besides it being a messenger of the gods?
The Toussaintois are no fools. They see clearly the beast kills on days honoring patron saints.
Picky monster.
Yeah, I think it's time to go check out the body. But first I'm gonna
Thanks
check
for
out the rest of this
hospitality.
inn here.
Time I examined the corpse.
Corvo Bianco lies a short way from here, near the tourney grounds. Just follow the road and you'll arrive.
Not coming with? Oh yeah, duty of some sort calls.
Some sort. Ha! Her Grace bestowed a great honor on me, even before we departed for Velen. I'm to play the hare during this year's game in the Palace Gardens. When you see me in my costume, you will wet yourself laughing.
A little tempted to ask a few questions, but it sounds like a long, complicated story. One involving lengthy digressions into local history and tradition. So, see you later, Milton, and good luck.
Okay, let me just, ooh. There's some loot right here. What is this? Gottfried and the Chessboard Knight. The last day of the tourney had come, and it was now clear. Gottfried would tilt against the mysterious Chessboard Knight in the joust. Gottfried was the ducal champion at the time, so all were counting on his victory. No one knew a thing about the Chessboard Knight, except that he had come from the south in dark armor, and had a shield bearing 64 black and white squares. When the herald trumpeted the signal, the knights charged at each other. Gottfried's lance shattered against the Chessboard Knight's shield, and the mysterious knight swayed in his saddle. No mere mortal could have survived such a blow, yet the Chessboard Knight did not fall from his horse, but instead struck a blow of his own on the next pass, knocking Gottfried to the ground. The victor approached his defeated foe, stuck out his hand and helped him stand. Before the herald could announce his victory, he took off his helm, and all beheld his eyes of coal and face of burnt cinders. I have come from a time long past to remind you of humility, which is a long-forgotten virtue. My name was consumed by dragonfire when I perished, victim of my own pride. After saying these words, the Chessboard Knight rode off, No one stopped him, yet they repeat his warning to this day. Alright, a little bit of local lore there.
Well composed pate, I must admit.
Let's, these guys like to talk about food, that's for sure. Let's, keep looking around, see if there's anything else in here. I definitely want to talk to the innkeeper and see if he has anything good to sell. It's pretty crowded out here. I want to check out that notice board as well on the way out.
Be gone.
Oh, another book. And this one's about that giant that I fought just recently. How Louis Alberni became Goliath. There are many brave and true knights in the service of the old duke, but the greatest of them was Louis Alberni. His crest showed a red field with a golden star, each of whose 5 points stood for one of the chivalric virtues. Yet fame and glory went to Alberni's head. Years passed, and he began to think himself the most perfect of all knights. In the end, he came to think he was virtue incarnate, and there was no one in the world who preceded him in this regard. Something even the Lady of the Lake must recognize. Alberni thus set off to see her and have her pay him homage in honor of his excellency. Yet as Alberni approached the lady's home, his body and equipment began to change. The slender knight grew more and more corpulent until his horse could finally no longer bear him. His sword first became wooden, then turned into a mace, and his shining armor became dull and turned to ash. All he had left was his helmet, which turned into a wooden cage. Alberni stood on the shore of the lake, wishing to speak, yet all that came from his lips was a wild cry. The knight peered at his reflection in the lake's waters and understood he had become a giant. The Lady of the Lake then emerged and said, "You abandoned the chivalric virtues long ago. Of all your sins, the greatest was pride. It has changed your sword into a mace, deprived you of armor, and made your flesh into that of a beast. From now on, you shall be known as Goliath. Go to Mount Gorgon, where you shall live in this form, far from the eyes of men, accompanied by the painful memory of your lost glory, until the day death mercifully frees you from your torment." Alright, very interesting.
That's bad luck.
Let's keep checking around the inn here, see if there's anyone else to talk to. Any more loot to be had? There's something over here.
Simpleton!
Bunch of just random stuff.
Simpleton!
Excuse me. There's a bard. Oh, more stuff to be looted. Glamour, saltpeter, and a flask. Here's the innkeeper.
Normally, I'd encourage you to try our famed fisherman's chowder. But alas, we are all out of crayfish.
Could replace them with something else. Perch, for example.
Replace crayfish with fish? I beg you. What next? Vinegar for wine? Parsley for thyme? Huh? Your nordlings are a pleasant lot, but about cuisine you know nothing.
Jeez, forget I brought it up. Oh, he plays Gwent.
Got any gossip? Fishermen talking about anything interesting?
Yes, about a nordling who would replace crayfish with pike.
Asked a serious
Jeez.
question.
And a tactless one. I do not eavesdrop on my clients, and I certainly don't repeat anything I chance to hear.
Okay, jeez. Well, let's at least play some Gwent. I haven't played Gwent for a while. Ooh, you get to go up to 50, huh?
Not likely to taste your famous fisherman's chowder, so maybe we could play some Gwent.
So this guy has a new deck, a Skellige deck, which I've never seen before. It must be unique to this Blood and Wine DLC. He beat me the first time I played him. Now I'm trying to get back and beat him the second time. I think I can get him. It's gonna be, yeah, I think I got him, unless he's got a crazy card or something. Oof. Close. I think I got him, yeah, alright.
Thought I knew them all. Guess I was wrong. Must be a one-off. Message on the back, signed by a certain Count Monnier. Invitation to a tournament. Interesting.
Oh, nice. Another Gwent tournament. Those are fun.
The air here is such that one is
Well, I think we've seen enough here. Let's go out and check out that notice board, and then go down to where they took the body, and look and see if we can autopsy it or whatnot. Here's the the notice board over here. Yep, the Cockatrice Inn.
Ducal clerks looking for help. Could be good coin to be made.
There's a bunch of notices on this board. Wine Wars, Bellegarde.
They say a great deal about
Big Game Hunter. Knight for Hire.
Ahoy! Ahoy!
Mutual of Beauclair's Wild Kingdom. And I guess that was it. That was pretty good for one notice board. All right, let's head down to that place they're using for the to store the body. It's supposed to be pretty close, according to what Milton said. All right.
Sounds like a fight. Have to hurry.
Okay, so I can hear a fight. Corvo Bianco estate. Yeah, this is the place he mentioned. Oh, there goes a horse. Something's going on up here. Corvo Bianco vineyard. Vineyard, excuse me.
Take it easy. Damn it.
Oh.
Killer must still be here.
Oh. That one's dead. Ooh, a lot of dead people.
Throat torn open by man-like jaws. Man-like, except for long fangs. Busted ribs, blood from the ears. Took a solid hit. Massacred by a vampire. Not an Ekimara, though, or a Fletter. Bruxa.
Bruxa. Haven't seen a Bruxa since Witcher 1.
Killed with a single blow.
I seem to remember they were pretty tough. What is this? Oh, that's
The
the...
woman from the inn was wearing this coat.
Yeah. Alright, so she's here. She might be the Bruxa for all I know.
In the cellar. Gotta be.
Of course.
Attacker had no trouble knocking over the cart.
There's also some big claw marks or something on here.
River muck. Carried the body in this cart.
Ah, okay. So this is what they carried the body with from the river, this cart. And then there's, what's this guy?
Claw wounds. From 5 separate claws. Spread of a small human hand.
Yep. Alright, we're going to go right down there. This barrel caught my eye, so I want to just check it out. I'm not going to explore the whole way up here, though, right now. We're just going to go down and see what's in the cellar, but I can't just walk by the loot if I see it glowing. Looks like that's it for now, though. There's more area over there, but let's just go down into the cellar and see if that Bruxa is still down here. Oh, more dead bodies.
Footprints. Small, bare feet. Lead deeper into the cellar. Fell down the stairs, broke his neck.
There's another dead person. There's something over there, a passageway, but the tracks go this way.
Hurled against the wall with great force.
Totally demolished the door right there, right off its hinges.
Took a lot of strength to batter this down. Used this to batter down the grate.
Oof. Use that dude to batter down the grate with. Anything over here? Nope. Alright, the footprints keep going this way.
You. Saw you at the inn. know what you are. Don't know why you killed these people, though. Clearly wasn't for their blood. We don't have to fight.
You are wrong.
Uh-oh.
I cannot let you leave.
Oh, shit. Ooh, darn. Nope, put that away. Whoa, she's got a cool scream. So I'm gonna need, like, vampire oil and stuff. Vampire oil, vampire oil. Where is it? There it is. And, oh, my decoctions are... I should have meditated at the inn. But I should use black blood because that, like, hurts vampires when they get too close to me. Put the torch away. Yeah, see, just having the black blood and she starts bleeding, which is helpful. She's quick. I think if I there might be a bomb I can use to keep her from transforming. Moon dust. That might. I'll put both moon dust and dimeridium there and try them both. Keep her solid. Oh. Got our poison too, that's good. Whoa! Quick. Oh, ouch. Her health's almost halfway down though, just from the poisoning and the black blood. Nope. Whoa! That black blood potion works really well. Ouch! Whoa, she's fast. Whoa, okay, I was wondering what that scream does. It breaks your shield. Alright, she ain't got much health left though. Bleeding's probably gonna kill her. There we go. That should be it. Yeah, that's it.
Killed all these men to get to the body. What was she doing at the table, though?
Alright, well, let's thoroughly inspect the area. Here's the corpse that came from the river.
Waterlogged. Both hands amputated. Body was quartered just as I thought.
Yes, let's examine all the things. What's the deal with the severed hand?
Third hand. A spare? Except it's clearly not the victim's. Guardsmen must have not noticed it as they picked everything up. How's this possible? Still warm. Blood still flowing? Several monster species can regenerate. Never heard of that happening to their severed limbs, though.
Huh, that's
or
weird.
Their limbs seeming completely alive after so much time. Examine the tissue more closely later. Might learn something.
Just put it in my pocket. Alright, let's check out the rest of this body. I guess it doesn't matter which one I do first, head or chest.
Water for some time. Head swollen, and something took a few bites out of it. Something in the throat. A pouch, bulging with coins. Nilfgaardian florins from several different provinces. If the murderer did this, means we're dealing with a sentient thinking beast. Body was chopped up after death. Blows struck with great force, but bones sliced through, not crushed. Creature that killed him had long claws, sharp as a witcher's blade. First sank its claws into the victim's heart. No Bruxa did this.
Alright, well, it's in conclusion.
So, murderer was clearly a monster, but not a Bruxa. But then why'd the Bruxa come here for the severed hand? And who does the hand belong to? Why the hell's it still warm? Now, pouch shoved down the victim's throat. What's the significance? And why was he chopped up into pieces? Lots of questions, no answers so far. Need to know about the other victims. I'll ask Palmerin to get me in to see the Duchess.
Okay, so I think that's just about it for this episode. Next time it sounds like we'll be going to visit the Duchess. And I also need to get a shave. It's time to get a little beard going on, which I don't want. I'm just going to loot the rest of this area and then head out. And that's going to do it. Ooh, what we got? Mushrooms? Ooh, stuff. Oh, that's not mushrooms, it's a dead body. Okay, thank you for watching. And we'll catch you later. Bye-bye.